Starting off strong, we have Adam Levine, who allegedly cheated on his pregnant wife of 8 years, Behati Prinsloo, with Instagram model Summer Stroh. Summer claimed in a since-deleted TikTok that she had a quote affair with Adam, who currently shares 2 kids with Behati that lasted about 1 year. She said in the September video, "At the time I was young, I was naive, and I mean, quite frankly, I feel exploited. I wasn't in the scene like I am now, so I was definitely very easily manipulated." And Summer went on to share a series of screenshots that seemingly showed Adam making some quite bizarre remarks about her body. In one of the images, the Maroon 5 frontman appeared to ask if he could use the model's name for his new baby with Behati. Some of the texts Adam sent his secret lover include, "Holy effing F, that body of yours is absurd. How are you such an hourglass?" Needless to say, the entire ordeal took the internet by storm, with Adam's alleged texts in particular becoming something of a meme, and more women wound up making similar allegations about the singer's infidelity. And while Adam later denied cheating on Behati in a statement addressing the scandal, he did admit that he'd quote crossed the line. Next up, we have the YouTuber scandal that's shocked the world. Ned Fulmer from popular YouTube channel The Try Guys. Ned, who got married to Ariel Fulmer in 2012, admitted to engaging in consensual workplace relationships after photos on Reddit appeared to show him kissing a colleague, Alex Herring, in a bar. Ned shares 2 children with Ariel and famously built his whole brand around his love and devotion to his family, becoming one of the internet's most prominent good guys. "Family should have always been my priority, but I lost focus and had a consensual workplace relationship," Ned said in a written statement. "I'm sorry for any pain that my actions have caused to the guys and to the fans, but most of all to Ariel. The only thing that matters right now is my marriage and my children, and that's where I'm going to focus my attention." The rest of the Try Guys, Keith, Zach, and Eugene, confirmed that Ned was no longer working with them as a result of the scandal. "We do not see a path forward together," they shared. "We thank you for your support as we navigate this change." Next up, we have Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian. Tristan Thompson made headlines twice for cheating on Khloe Kardashian, whom he began dating in 2016 over the course of their relationship. The Cleveland Cavaliers player was spotted cozying up to 2 women in April 2018 while Kardashian was pregnant with their daughter True. Later that month, Us Weekly confirmed that Thompson had been unfaithful to the reality star since November 2017 with at least 5 different women. However, Thompson was present for their daughter's birth, which was documented on season 15 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Us Weekly broke the news in May 2018 that the duo were quote fully back together despite Thompson's infidelity. The Revenge Body host defended her decision to reunite with the NBA star in November 2018. "His mistake was obviously humiliating and heartbreaking, but I do believe I am strong enough to endure anything," she tweeted at the time. "I choose to find a life lesson in every situation, even the nasty ones. Tristan has grown from this, but most importantly, he's a beautiful father to our sweet baby True." The athlete and Kardashian split for a second time when he was seen kissing Kylie Jenner's then best friend Jordan Woods at a party in 2019. Next up, we have Kristen Stewart, who cheated on Robert Pattinson with one of her directors, Rupert Sanders. "I'm deeply sorry for the hurt and embarrassment I've caused to those close to me and everybody this has affected," she said at the time. This momentary indiscretion has jeopardized the most important thing in my life, the person I love and respect the most, Rob. I love him, I'm so sorry." Sanders, for his part, publicly apologized to his then-wife, Liberty Ross, and their 2 children, Skyla and Tennyson. "I am utterly distraught about the pain I have caused my family," the English director said in a statement. "My beautiful wife and heavenly children are all I have in this world. I love them with all my heart. I'm praying that we can get through this together." Both couples called it quits after the news broke. Next up, we have Shakira and Gerard Pique. Pique was having an affair with a 22-year-old girl while in a relationship with Shakira. Shakira and Pique, a professional soccer player, were together from 2011 to 2022 and have 2 kids, though they never officially married. In her first interview about the breakup in September, Shakira told Elle, "Sometimes I just feel like this is all a bad dream and that I'm gonna wake up at some point. But no, it's real. She continued, and what's also real is the disappointment to see something as sacred and as special as I thought was the relationship I had with my kid's father, and see that turned into something vulgarized and cheapened by the media. But by January 2023, the gloves were off. Shakira broke records when she dropped Music Session 53, which is apparently about Pique. His new 23-year-old girlfriend, and how Shakira is worth, quote, 2 22-year-olds. Insider's Alan Dawson previously reported. Our next cheating couple is Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner. While the world is currently wrapped up in Bennifer, the other one with Jennifer Lopez, lest we forget that Ben Affleck was once in a soap operatic turn of events caught cheating on Jennifer Garner, the mother of his children and wife of 10 years. He cheated on Jennifer Garner with, guess this, the nanny. The couple divorced in 2018, and after marrying him last year, Jennifer Lopez went on saying that, honestly, I would simply walk out if she discovered he'd been unfaithful instead of, quote, flying into a rage. Next up, we have Jude Law and Sienna Miller. The pair were a picture-perfect Hollywood couple. The couple had been engaged for 8 months when Jude Law's kid's nanny, Daisy Wright, claimed that the two had been involved in an affair while he was filming a movie in New Orleans. Law then published an apology to Miller in the British Press Association, saying, "There is no defense for my actions, which I sincerely regret, and I ask that you respect our privacy at this very difficult time." Miller and Law were on and off for the next few years, breaking up for good in 2011. That was one of the most challenging moments I hope I'll never have to experience again, she told the Daily Beast in 2022. The next celeb may come as a bit of a shock. We have David Letterman. David Letterman had only been married to his wife for 6 months, although they had been together for over 20 years, when he admitted to having multiple affairs with women who worked for him on air, including his longtime assistant Stephanie Burkett. The affair came to light when Stephanie's boyfriend Robert Halderman, a producer at CBS, allegedly tried to extort Letterman for $2 million in exchange for his silence. But David did not take up the offer and instead said this on live television. "This morning I did something I've never done in my life. I had to go downtown and testify before a grand jury." Letterman revealed to the studio audience that he received a package 3 weeks ago containing a threat to reveal those indiscretions. If Letterman did not pay the individual a large sum of money, specified as $2 million, he said that the package contained a letter that said, "I know that you do some terrible things, and I can prove that you do those terrible things." And sure enough, what was contained in the package was proof that I do terrible things, he said. Our next celeb couple is Kevin Hart and Eniko Parrish. Kevin Hart's infidelity story is honestly a little similar to Letterman's, as he was also being extorted. After denying any wrongdoing, he took to Instagram in 2017 to apologize to his wife Eniko Parrish and his kids. It was then later revealed that somebody was in possession of an explicit video of Hart and was attempting to receive money from him. Hart and Parrish stayed together, and he spoke about it on a podcast in 2020. Our final celebrity couple involves Arnold Schwarzenegger. When Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver announced their separation in 2011 after 25 years of marriage, it was a shock to everybody. The bigger shock, however, came later when the world found out that Schwarzenegger was the father of a son born in 1997, mothered by the couple's housekeeper at the time. It's always the housekeeper. "Remember, it's not like we had a feud," he explained to People magazine in an interview. "We didn't have a fight." He added, "It's just my F-up. My chapter with Maria will continue on forever," he told People. "Even though it's a different relationship and we are now separated, there's no reason for me to feel anything other than love for Maria."
Chance the Rapper and his wife Kristen Stewart took to social media on April 3rd to announce that they're divorcing. They wrote, "After a period of separation, the two of us have arrived at the decision to part ways. We came to this decision amicably and with gratitude for the time we spent together. God has blessed us with 2 beautiful daughters who we will continue to raise together." Chance and Kirsten started dating in 2013 and went on to welcome 2 daughters, Kensley and Marley. As for their marriage, it's apparently been on the rocks for quite some time. Last year, a viral video went around of Chance at the the 2023 carnival in Jamaica, where he was seen grinding with dancers and getting very close to them. As you could probably guess, this led to a lot of backlash on social media. The video had people divided about whether or not he was cheating on Kirsten. It was such a big deal because Chance was pretty much known as a certified wife guy, which is a term for men who publicly praise their wives and brand themselves through their marriages. This is exactly what happened when Chance got married in 2019. He made it his mission to let the world know how happy they are together, but of course we never really know what goes on in relationships. Moving on to Tori Spelling, who filed for divorce from Dean McDermott, her husband of nearly 18 years, on March 29th, just a few weeks shy of what would have been their 18th wedding anniversary. She identified June 17, 2023 as the date of separation due to irreconcilable differences. This is an interesting end for their relationship, considering how they started. Dean and Tori met on set of Lifetime's Mind Over Murder in 2005, only a year after Tori married her first husband, Charlie Shanian. Dean was also married at the time for more than a decade to Mary Jo Eustace, with whom he shares a son. Tori and Dean began cheating on their spouses the night they met. In fact, she wrote about the affair in her 2009 memoir. She said, "It was love at first sight. I fell so hard. Then I noticed he had a wedding ring. When someone asked, he pulled out photos of his children. And oh yeah, I had a husband too." So they ended up spending the night together despite the fact that they were both married. And she said she knew it was meant to be because when she woke up next to Dean the following day and had no regrets. The two of them got married and went on to have 4 children together before yet another cheating scandal rocked the relationship in 2013, this time with Dean and the nanny. So it was always a scandalous relationship no matter how you look at it. Next up we have Dylan Sprouse. The internet was shocked to see this scandal hit Hollywood's golden couple, who've been together for over 6 years. Model Barbara Palvin and actor Dylan Sprouse have been the center of controversy recently thanks to a TikTok that claimed Dylan cheated on his wife during his recent Cannes Film Festival. The anonymous TikToker claims that a prominent young female blogger has bragged about her involvement with him on social media, though without explicitly naming names. And sadly, this is not the first time Dylan has faced accusations of infidelity. His previous girlfriend, Dana Frazier, had publicly accused him of cheating during the relationship, a scandal that ultimately led to their breakup. After that relationship ended, he went on to date and eventually marry Barbara, which led to some people even calling her a homewrecker. And even since then, their marriage has been closely followed by fans who have watched their love story unfold over the course of more than 6 years. The couple tied the knot in a lavish wedding in Hungary last summer, which was widely covered by the media. So it's no surprise that scandal comes as a shocking blow to their loyal fanbase, who've championed their relationship as a shining example of Hollywood romance. Moving on to Sacha Baron Cohen. He and his wife Isla Fisher shared a joint statement to their Instagram story to announce their divorce publicly. They wrote, "After a long tennis match lasting over 20 years, we are finally putting our rackets down. In 2023, we jointly filed to end our marriage. We've always prioritized our privacy and have been quietly working through this change. We forever share in our devotion and love for our children. We sincerely appreciate respecting our family's wish for privacy." After the two of them announced they were ending their marriage, an insider claimed that Sacha had been talking to divorce lawyers in the summer of 2023. Apparently, it wasn't the first time they explored a possible split, because they also reached out to divorce lawyers several years ago. So whatever their issues, they have been going on for quite a while. Sacha and Isla first met at a 2001 party in Sydney, years before either of them became famous. They then married on March 15th in 2010. Although they had been together for more than 20 years, it's clear they just couldn't make it work. Next up we have Olivia Wilde. After a 7-year engagement, she and her husband Jason Sudeikis announced that they had separated in November 2020. Like most celebrity couples that live in the public eye, their divorce is very messy, and so is their big public breakup and bitter custody battle over their 2 young children. But it seems like these two are still at each other's throats, which may or may not be due to the fact that Olivia allegedly cheated on Jason with Harry Styles, which is one of the main reasons for their split. In fact, it was heavily implied the two of them had been having an affair for around a month before the breakup, and what made it worse was that Jason reportedly didn't realize it was happening and even brought their children to visit the set. And just last month, when Olivia was presenting on the stage of CinemaCon, the actress and director was faced with a bitter surprise when she was stripped custody papers halfway through her talk. She later told Variety, "I hated that this nastiness distracted from the work of so many different people and the studio that I was up to representing to try to sabotage. That was really vicious. But you know, sadly, it was not something that was entirely surprising to me. I mean, there's a reason I left that relationship, so that really says it all." On to Jada Pinkett Smith. Musician August Alsina brought the Smiths relationship into the spotlight in July 2020 when he revealed that he was romantically involved with Pinkett Smith and that Will knew about the whole time and had even given them his blessing. Though Jada initially denied the claims, she eventually confessed to being in an entanglement with August when she and her husband were separated. Quote, "We decided we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy." Smith said this during an appearance on Red Table Talk in July 2020. They both went on to the talk show together, and in a heartbreaking episode, Jada told Will how she came to be romantically involved with August and how how he made her feel special because of what was lacking in the relationship at the time. Will took the whole thing like a champion, but the clip went viral online because he looked on the verge of tears the whole time Jada was talking. Looking back on that moment now, it almost hurts to watch. Next up we have Gerard Piqué. In June of 2022, Barcelona and Spain football star Gerard Piqué's high-profile marriage to Colombian star Shakira allegedly ended due to his unfaithfulness. A few days later, Shakira and Piqué confirmed that they had in fact called it quits. According to Spanish newspaper Marca, the other woman was 23-year-old Clara Chia, who was dating one of his friends at the time. Piqué was allegedly smitten the first time he saw her, and they exchanged phone numbers and started dating in secret. Now new details have emerged that they may have been cheating on Shakira as far back as 2012 with Israeli supermodel Bar Refaeli, who also happens to be Leonardo DiCaprio's ex-girlfriend. The affair was exposed when Shakira found messages detailing their intimate encounters. When she was asked about Piqué being linked to another woman, she told Elle magazine, "I can only say that I put everything I had into this relationship and my family," and pointed out that although she chose her marriage over her career, sadly it still didn't work out. On to Ime Udoka. Actress Nia Long had been in a relationship with Celtics coach Ime Udoka for well over a decade, and the two share a 10-year-old son. Just 2 weeks before they planned to move their family to Boston, where they were house hunting, Nia learned about his betrayal. It turns out her fiance was having an affair with a married front office staffer. It was Ime who reportedly came clean to the actress about the affair, because news of his infidelity was about to be made public. On September 22nd, the Boston Celtics announced the coach had been suspended for the 2022-2023 season for violating its team rules. Nia then released a statement addressing her heartbreak, saying, "The outpouring of love and support from family, friends, and the community during this difficult time means so much to me." Ime also released a statement saying, "I want to apologize to our players, fans, the entire Celtics organization, and my family for letting them all down. I am so sorry for putting the team in this difficult situation, and I accept the team's decision." Well, that was pretty bad. The next couple also went through a similar situation, although it was a lot more quiet. Around the same time, Emily Ratajkowski filed for divorce from film producer husband Sebastian in Manhattan Supreme Court after 4 years of marriage. Back in July, a source close to the model confirmed that the couple had broken up because of his infidelity. Quote, "He cheated. He's a serial cheater. It's so gross. He's a dog." Although Emily hasn't spoken out directly about her personal life, she's removed both her engagement ring and wedding band and has been photographed without the jewelry for at least 3 weeks. She chose not to trash Sebastian publicly, but instead subtly confirmed the rumors by several tweets, including one, "Finally free from that man just proves that God is actually very real." In truth, everyone was especially surprised that Emily got cheated on given her insane beauty and supermodel status. Pretty soon the internet flooded with women in despair saying things like, "Well, if Emily got cheated on, then no one is safe." And lastly we have Adam Levine. The Maroon 5 frontman has been married to his Victoria's Secret supermodel wife Behati Prinsloo for almost a decade. The couple have 2 children together and another one on the way. But that all came crashing down when an Instagram model named Summer Stroh went on TikTok and posted a video called "Having an Affair with a Man Who's Married to a Victoria's Secret Model," which basically is a whole video confessing that they had been in a relationship with Adam Levine for a whole year. She's also come through with a whopping amount of evidence and posted a series of DMs that Adam sent her on Instagram. To make matters even worse, several months after the affair, Adam DM'd Summer out of the blue asking if she'd be okay with him naming his baby after her. This news was perhaps one of the biggest cheating scandals of the year, and so far another 4 women have come out claiming to have been involved with the singer at one point or another.
Now starting off, we have Khloe Kardashian. Khloe Kardashian has changed her look so much over the years, looking like a completely different person after she steps out of the house. Now fans are now calling her out for her most recent change. She was seen out with her mother and friends at the end of May, and she looked nothing like we'd seen before. Several followers thought her supposed filler and cosmetic procedures had been botched. "That cheek filler is awful," wrote one user. "She is beyond botched. The cheeks, the nose she cut in half, the lips, my god," another added. "The lip filler is going to migrate all the way up to her nose at this point," commented another. Now this was not the first time Khloe came under fire for her appearance after fans noticed her lips looked enlarged during the season premiere of the new season of The Kardashians. Now in 2016, during an episode of Cocktails with Khloe, she admitted that she'd gotten fillers in October 2015, but she also claimed that she had the fillers dissolved not long after as they weren't for her. Then in 2019, she got a nose job. Now it seems like her look is ever changing though, and that's just something we have to accept. Up next is Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling's recent appearance has stirred up some controversy among fans as they think he's going overboard with his looks. Ryan attended SXSW for the premiere of his movie, The Fall Guy. While he took center stage in front of the cameras and crowds to share his thoughts on the film, online observers swiftly redirected focus to an entirely different aspect. Online platforms were flooded with remarks concerning his appearance. One person pondered, "What's going on with Ryan Gosling's face?" Another said he got old. Now, additionally, numerous speculations arose regarding the cause of his altered looks, with some suggesting beauty procedures. One commenter remarked cheek filler overload, while another said filters ruined him, suggesting that the actor may have undergone cosmetic procedures. They remarked, "Look what a plastic surgeon did to Ryan Gosling's face. Men don't do this." Now, Ryan hasn't spoken out about this, but fans have continued to speculate. On to Selena Gomez. Online this year, someone commented on Selena Gomez's looks, prompting her to candidly share the cosmetic procedures she's gotten done. Now, the Instagram user told Selena to remove your cheek fillers / implants, it's messing with your brain, but she clapped back, "Ha ha ha, I've had Botox, baby girl." While this marks the first time Selena revealed her use of cosmetic injectables, she's been open about her beauty journey. Now, Selena has also been judged for her body in the past before. You see, in 2015, Selena was diagnosed with lupus, a disease that occurs when your body's immune system attacks your own tissue and organs, aka an autoimmune disease. Now, eventually her health problems became impossible to ignore and her kidneys shut down, resulting in her needing a kidney transplant. Now, for those of you who don't know, after you get a kidney transplant, you have to be on a lot of different medications for the rest of your life. And some of these medications can affect your weight. That's why in the years since her transplant, we've seen her weight fluctuate. But you know the internet, whenever she gets bigger, they bully her relentlessly. Now, it's honestly just really sad to see, as she has no control over it and is just trying to take care of her health. Now we have Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna took fans by surprise recently when she got all of her cosmetic procedures undone. The model and influencer, whose real name is Angela White, took to Instagram in March 2023 to document her journey, as she put it, getting back to the baseline. And her followers were all for it. Chyna received plenty of praises as she filmed all of her doctor's appointments, starting with a visit to get her facial fillers dissolved. A visibly excited Chyna removed everything from her cheeks and jawline to get her natural face shape back. "I'm tired of the look and it's not flattering," she told fans. "It totally changed my face, and I'm just ready to get back to Angela." Now, in another string of videos, she had her breast implants reduced, calling it one of the best decisions I could have ever done. Now, finally, she got rid of her butt injections, which she opted for when she was just 19 years old. Now, she also used the opportunity to warn others to not follow in her footsteps. "Do not get silicone shots," she urged, explaining the long list of possible complications. Now, as for why she had the procedures in the first place, Chyna admitted it was all about fitting in. "I was so young, I just wanted that body, cause I saw everybody, you know, my crew getting it," she told ABC News that April. "I wanted to be with the it girls." Then there's Zack Efron. Since a viral video of Zack Efron in 2021, fans have had questions about his face and if he's had any plastic surgery done. He just looked nothing like himself and definitely did not look like the Troy Bolton we all came to love. Now, there were tons of rumors and people even making fun of him, but Zack broke his silence and explained the real reason why he looked so different to fans. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, he explained that his different looking face was due to a jaw injury in 2013, not surgery. "It sucks, I almost died, but we're good," he said. Now, Zack broke his jaw and had to have his mouth wired shut after he was running through his house in socks, slipped, hit his face on the granite corner of a fountain, and lost consciousness. Now, when he woke up, his chin bone was hanging off his face. He added that when he was injured, the masseter muscles on the inside of his face and jaw compensated for his injury and grew massively in size, hence his transformation. Now, back in 2021, Zack took some time off from physical therapy while in Australia, which caused differences in his looks as well. Now let's talk about Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell didn't want to age naturally, so he did Botox and plastic surgery, and it honestly just made him look scary. Simon revealed that he used to get Botox and other facial injections and didn't realize how bad he looked until seeing a photo from his past. He had an especially shiny face, nearly luminescent white teeth, and many enhanced features. Now he's been vocal about altering his appearance in the past, and his cosmetic procedures have included Botox, a 2018 facelift, and teeth veneers. He said, "There was a stage where I might have gone a bit too far. I saw a picture of me from the other day and didn't recognize it as me at first of all." He also admitted that the anti-aging treatments made him look like something out of a horror film. But it seems like he just hasn't learned his lesson, because literally just a couple months after that interview, he was unrecognizable once again in a viral video. Many people then made fun of his appearance, with many of them comparing him to Madame Tussauds waxworks. Moving on to Rebel Wilson. Now Rebel Wilson is getting candid about her weight loss journey, and in her book Rebel Rising, a memoir, she spoke about her brief experience with Ozempic. She said she took it for maintenance after losing weight. "Someone like me could have a bottomless appetite for sweets, so I think those drugs can be good," she said, before noting that she no longer takes Ozempic. Now the actress, who has previously opened up to People about losing 80 pounds following a year of health in 2020, told The Times that her decision to slim down came when a fertility doctor encouraged her to do so for a better chance of IVF. "Basically, no one apart from my mom wanted me to lose weight," she said. Now after she revealed her weight loss to the public, many people were praising her, but said that she looked nothing like her former self that we were used to seeing on the big screen. Then there's Courtney Cox. Courtney Cox has gotten some plastic surgery and Botox and has opened up and revealed that she regrets certain procedures she has had done to keep up with Hollywood standards. She said, "Well, what would end up happening is that you go to a doctor who would say you look great, but what would help is a little injection here or filler there. So you walk out and you don't look bad and you think no one noticed, it's good. Then somebody tells you about another doctor, this person's amazing, they do this person who's so natural, you meet them and they say you should just do this, and the next thing you know, you're layered and layered and layered. You have no idea because it's gradual until you go, oh this doesn't look right, and it's worse in pictures than in real life. I have one friend who was like, whoa, no more." Now in 2016, she said, "Getting older is not the easiest. I've done things that I regret, and luckily they're things that dissolve and go away, so that's good, because that's not always my best look." Now the following year, Courtney let all of her filler dissolve, which was probably the best decision. Next up is Donatella Versace. Donatella Versace has never admitted to getting plastic surgery, but many experts have shared their assessment of her drastic transformation. Dr. David Rappaport profiled a timeline for Donatella's alleged procedures. From 2002 on, her face seems to have more artificially defined fullness, where now her lips seem to be overinflated, he said. Most recently, it seems very clear that she had a facelift scar that I can see in front of her temple area. You can see a fine line scar, he said. Her face looks more taut and tight, and she's clearly undergone facelift surgery, perhaps overinflated cheeks and lips. It appears as if her nose has never been done, and he added, mainly I would say facelift, somewhere between 2011 and 2014 she had one. The hairline has been lifted too high, it shouldn't end that high above the ear, and it could be because she's had more than one, but we can't know for sure. Now regardless of what she's done, we know that she's had something done because her face looks completely different. And finally we have Linda Evangelista. Linda Evangelista is a Canadian fashion model who is regarded as one of the most accomplished and influential models of all time. Now, Linda got some cosmetic work and had been seen in public for 5 years due to it being botched. On September 23, 2021, she explained everything. She revealed that she underwent cool sculpting, which she says left her unrecognizable, as it allegedly caused fat cells in her face to multiply. She explained it in an Instagram post saying, "To my followers who've wondered why I've not been working while my peers' careers have been thriving, the reason is that I was brutally disfigured by a procedure which did the opposite of what it promised." Now she said the procedure's rare but serious side effect not only destroyed my livelihood, it sent me into a cycle of deep depression, profound sadness, and the lowest depths of self-loathing. In the process, I've become a recluse. I'm so tired of living this way. I like to walk out my door with my head held high, despite not looking like myself any longer. Now this is just extremely sad to me, with being known as a a beautiful fashion model and being told you're pretty all your life, to deal with something like that is crazy. Now thankfully she's gained more confidence and is modeling again now, but I can't imagine going through something like that.